Good day. Now I will explain about tables of entities and the activities for the sales order system. So Sinto Agro Berhad sales order system start with the customer placing an order, and then the sales department then enters and the credit check it. And also after that, the warehouse department picks items, prepares shippings, and sends a digital shipping notice. And for the billing department, reconciles orders, then issue invoice to the customers. Finally, account receivables update customer ledgers. This complete the order to invoice flow. Next will be the entity and activities for the cash receipt system. Moving to the cash receipt system, the customer sends payments and remittance advice, and then the mailroom separate this document for distribution. After that, accounts receivable update customer ledgers using the remittance advice. Cash receipts record the cash and prepare a deposit slip, and then send the check into the bank. Lastly, the accounting department prepare batch totals and post to the general ledgers. This system ensures control, handling, and recording of all incoming payments. This is a context diagram for the Sinto Agro Berhad sales order systems. As it's called, the subject manage all customer orders. Orders come in from the customers. The system then send the order confirmations back to the customers. It also send the sales order to the warehouse for pickings and sales order data to the billing department for invoicings. It provides a quick overview of how sales orders are initiated and processed. Next is our context diagram for Sinto Agro Berhad cash receipt system. As it's called, the cash receipt system process incoming payment. Check are received from the mailroom. Once processed, the system send the cash receipt information to the account receivable for update. Finally, the check and deposit slip are dispatched from the system to the bank. It's high-level view showing how incoming cash interact with key entities.
This is DFD sales order. From customer, will send the customer order to the order receipt. From the order receipt, will send credit approval to the credit check and also customer data to the sales order. From credit check, will send approved notice to the customer in email. If approved, will send to the sales order. The data also sent to the sales file. From sales order, will send 4 copies, which is 1 to the customer, second to the sales file, the third one to the warehouse processing, the fourth one to the billing process. From the warehouse, will send the stock detail to the stock file and also to the warehouse. Warehouse will send the product to the billing process. Warehouse processing also send the shipping notice to the billing process. From the billing process, will send the general invoice to the customer and also account receivable update. Account receivable will send the update subsidiary ledger to the account receivable. This is the FD cash receipt. Customer will send check and remittance advance to the mailroom. Mailroom will send check to the process check and deposit. The second one, remittance advance to the account receivable. From account receivable, we send the data to the remittance advance files and also update the ledger into the account receivable subsidiary ledger. Account receivable also send the sales record to the accounting department. From the processing check and deposit, will send the data to the cash receipt. From the cash receipt, will send the cash receipt entry to the cash receipt journal and also send the deposits and slip check to the bank. Cash receipt also send the cash record to the accounting department, and from the accounting department will send the batch total to the general ledger. This is flowchart for sales order. Start from the customer, will send the customer order and prepare sales order. From the sales order, will go to the credit approval. If they reject, will send the email to the customer. If approved, will send to the digital sales order, digital sales journal, which will go for 4 copies of sales order, 1 to the customer, 1 to the warehouse, and another 1 to the billing department. The last one also go to the stocks file. From the second sales order will go to the stock document, which sent to the stock file, and also prepare bill of landing and packing slip. The one go to the transporter and also go to the digital shipping notice, and from that will send display to the billing department, and also sales order copy. The second one will display hard copy sales order and soft copy shipping notice. The one will go to data system and also print the invoice. The first invoice will go to accounting department. The second invoice will go to the customer. From the invoice, one will update the account receivable subsidiary ledger and also go to the invoice file. flow chart for cash receipt. Start from payment from customer, will send to the mail room which receive check and remitted advance. From that, we'll separate the check and remitted advance. The remitted advance will go to the account receivable department, which access to customer account and go to account receivable subsidiary ledger and update the balance, and also the remitted and go to the remitted advance file. From the check, we'll go to the cash receipt department and create cash receipt journal and also prepare hard copy deposit slip. From the create cash receipt journal, we'll go to prepare batch total and also update the balance. Will go to the post into control system, which in system general ledger. The prepare hard copy deposit slip will go to deposit slip and into the bank.
Good morning, Doctor. I'm Lai Jun Han, matrix number 298106, and now I will present about the strength of internal control for Sinto Agro Berhad. And the first strength for this company is credit approval before sales are proceed. And the first point is it prevents financial losses, which ensure customers are creditworthy before orders are proceed, reducing the risk of non-payment. And the second point is protect account receivable, which safeguard the company from potential bad debts. Then the third point is minimize credit risk, which avoid selling to customers who may default on payments. And the fourth point is control operational costs, which prevent incurring materials, warehousing, and logistic costs for non-paying customers. And the last point is enforce sales discipline, which prevents sales staff from bypassing financial control to meet targets.
Now let's talk about one of the fundamental principles in internal control, which is segregation of duty, or we call SOD. The main goal of segregation of duties is to ensure that no single employee is responsible for an entire process from start to finish. This helps organization reduce risk of error and fraud. Let's look at the key benefits. First, it prevents fraud and theft. By separating tasks such as authorizing payment, handling cash, and recording transactions, it becomes difficult for one person to manipulate the system without being noticed. Second, it enhances internal control. With clear separation, there are built-in checkpoints within the system. Each person acts as a control for the next, making the process more secure and trustworthy. Third, it increases accountability. When responsibilities are clearly divided, employees know exactly what they are accountable for. This improves transparency and encourages responsible behavior. Fourth, it ensures process integrity. Involving multiple individuals in a process helps maintain consistency, accuracy, and compliance with procedures. It reduces the risk of manipulation or oversight. And finally, by reducing the chance of both intentional and unintentional mistakes, segregation of duties helps protect the organization asset and reputation. In summary, SOD is not just about preventing wrongdoing, it's about building a system of trust, control, and efficiency.
Lastly, we will look at daily reconciliation and batch posting. There are four types of daily reconciliation and batch posting, which are timely error detection. Daily reconciliation quickly identify and resolve discrepancy in transaction. Financial accuracy ensure all records match between subsidiary ledger and the general ledger. Fraud prevention regular checks, deter and detect unauthorized transaction. Operational efficiency batch posting reduce manual error and speed up process.
Okay, now I will talk about the weakness of the company internal control, which is manual data entry of order received by email, fax, and phones. The weakness is it will lack of standardization and reliance on human accuracy, and highly prone to errors such as typing mistake, incomplete data, and misinterpretation of customer requests, and also difficult to audit and verify. The risk exposed which is data entries error, which can result in wrong shipments, inaccuracy billing, and customer dissatisfaction. And the second one is processing delays, which especially during peak periods of stock shortage, slowing down the sales cycle. And the third point is damage to company reputation, which lead to a reduced customer trust and confidence, affecting future sales and revenue. And how we gonna control it, which is we can set up a digital order management portal to standardize and standardize all incoming orders, ensure consistent data capture regardless of order source like online, emails, and phones. And the second point is we can do a input validation and error checking, which verify key fields such as product codes, quantity, customer details to reduce incorrect data entries and minimize building shipments error. And the last point is audit trail and user accountability, which can track who processed each transaction with timestamps and enhance transparency and support fraud detection and internal audits. That's all for me. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. My focus is on witness number 2, which is high dependency on physical document at Sinto Agro Berhad. Following the subject of manual data entry, my points address Sinto Agro reliance on physical document for sales order, invoice, and finance records. This paper-based system is significant operations witness. And this dependency exposes the company to several critical risks, which is loss or damage, and delays, security breaches, data integrity issue, and finally, to address this risk, Sinto Agro Berhad must implement a digital document management system. This system serves as crucial internal controls. It provides secure centralized storage for all electronic records, eliminating physical risks. It ensures efficient retrievals, drastically cutting down delays. It enables automates workflows, approvals, streamlining process, and critically, it offers restricts access through passwords and users' permissions, safeguarding sensitive financial information. By adopting this system, Sinto Agro Berhad can enhance efficiencies, improve data accuracies, and significantly boost the security to their critical finance operations. That's all for me. Thank you.
Point 3, not independent of credit approval. The implication is high risk of bad debt, like the sales clerk can exercise credit to risky customer to increase sales, which create unpaid debt and cash flow issues. Rather than that, lack of objectivity in credit decision as like credit approval can be discriminatory or reckless, which make it like that credit will be granted to non-qualified customer. For risk exposed, it's exposed to the high risk of credit sales to the customer who are not qualified or having risk in the financial problem which result of bad debt. The internal control procedure to overcome the weakness is authorized credit approval to independent credit control department or office that applies customer credit history, credit limits, and payment pattern to the determined customer worthiness, independent of those employees that are directly involved with the customer credit with the objectivity that follows.
For the fourth witness, we will look at lack of independent verification of cash deposit. For witness, orders are manually entered into the system without real-time inventory checks. Warehouse pick item based on sales order without system verification of stock availability. This would be no automatic alert for lost stock or back order during the sales entry process. Next, we will look at the risk exposed. For the risk exposed, there will be theft or misappropriation of cash. Employees could steal checks, alter amounts, or divert funds to personal account. Next, there will be undetected discrepancy. Difference between recorded receipt and actual bank deposit may go unnoticed. Next, there will be direct financial losses, which missing or altered funds directly reduce company assets. Lastly, for the risk exposed will be unrecorded liabilities, which are failure to properly deposit funds may create hidden financial obligation. Lastly, we will look at the internal control procedure, which we will separate the cash handling duties between two staff. One staff records transaction and prepare deposit slip copy, while another staff handle the actual banking of checks. Next, we would require daily reconciliation by a supervisor, which will compare cash receipt journal with deposit slips. Lastly, we would implement supervisor sign-off, which require approval for each day transaction.
Next, the key weakness in Sinto Agro Berhad cash receipt system is the lack of segregation of duty. Currently, the cash receipt clerk manually prepare deposit slip while the dispatch staff deposit the check at the bank. This manual process lacks automation, standardization, and tracking, making it vulnerable to human error, mismanagement, and even fraud. The risks include check theft or loss, delay deposits, and inaccurate record. Without a proper audit trail, it's difficult to trace who handled the check, which can lead to discrepancies and damage the company financial credibility. To address this, three controls are recommended. First, implement an electronic check deposit system to ensure accuracy and traceability. Second, introduce dual control, requiring two staff to verify and approve deposits. And third, use automated reconciliation reports reviewed by the supervisor. By strengthening control, Synthopia can enhance accountability, reduce fraud risks, and protect its financial integrity.